Yeah, my aunt actually lived literally, I think, a street over from where we are. We're at the Seabreeze Mobile Home Park, and look at this, guys. This is the first time that we are truly seeing the damage here in Bradenton. We're right off of Cortez Avenue, and just look at this. Roofs are ripped off. You have siding on one house that shouldn't be there. You literally have palm trees just lifted up from the roof, the root there on the ground. And then look at the power lines, guys. We are driving here from our hotel just a few miles down the road. There is not one stoplight in Northwest Bradenton working right now that we saw, not one light on. Power is out, and you can see why from those power lines. And then we talked about the roofs from these mobile home parks, from these mobile homes. Look at that. Across the street, it was blown over from that side, and you can get a better look too at just the amount of damage here in this mobile home community. Again, just in Northwest Bradenton, the power of those wind gusts, the wind gusts, guys, that we heard all night long. The first time this morning that we are seeing the damage that was caused. I talked to a Bradenton police officer about an hour or so ago, and I said, hey, what kind of damage are we seeing in the city? He says, we have widespread damage. We have down trees, we have down power lines, and then we have this. We have mobile homes that have just the roofs, again, just ripped off, debris flown everywhere. We just saw a truck pull in, but he couldn't make it past that tree right there. I asked him if he lived here. He said he did. He did not ride out the storm here. He just came to check things out. We said, hey, you might want to go back because be careful, because those down power lines, that's why they're asking everybody to stay off the roads until those emergency crews can get out here and they can pick up those down power lines. They can pick up those down trees, pick up that debris, because you don't know what you're riding over. Literally, when we were driving down this road here, we had to move a sign ourselves because it was in the way. Major trees right on Cortez, the major thoroughfare here in Bradenton, blocked by major trees. So that's why, again, they're asking people to just stay home right now. Let crews clear everything up, make it safe for you to get out, and then you can assess the damage, because unfortunately, guys, we do have a lot of damage here in Bradenton. We've seen major signs falling down. We've saw roofs all across businesses, all along businesses on Cortez that were either ripped some partially or all the way off. And then again, we have communities like this. And this is unfortunately what we are waking up to. The first touch of sunlight that we are seeing here this morning is giving us just a picture of what Milton did to the area here in Northwest Bradenton.
Wow, Jen.
Jen, you're just 20 miles from Siesta Key, where the storm made landfall last night too, and this shows just the power of it, and widespread across the area too. The sun giving us much more perspective today. Yep. As to the extent of that. Do you know where else you want to head next? I know you just this is home for you, so is there a next spot that you want to hit?
We're just trying to make it as far as we can. We basically are just driving down Cortez right now, and we'll see damage, and then we just pull over. Unfortunately, it's really easy to find damage. We're just driving a few blocks, and it's like, oh, a huge sign is down. Oh, a tree is on top of a house. Oh, look at this mobile home community is torn apart. That's just kind of the damage that we are seeing this morning. So we're trying to make our way down to the beaches. This morning in the hotel, we had people ask us, how is this community doing? How are the islands doing? Have you heard anything about the islands? And so when I tell them, you know, the storm surge wasn't as bad as it was supposed to be, as we thought it was going to be. And they were like, thank God for that. And I was like, I know, but I think we still are going to probably see some wind damage, because those wind gusts, guys, it was howling. And then you just see the power of that wind and see what that wind did. And we were just about 2 miles off of the coast. So we're trying to make it down Cortez, down to Coquina Beach, down to the islands that they'll let us on there, so we can just see the damage and give everybody just a perspective, not just in the city of Bradenton, but just in Manatee County throughout.